'cause I'm a weatherman. Oh, my thunderstrike, ride out the storm, I'm a weatherman. Oh, my breaking light, shake up the world, I'm the weatherman.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're your Fast Forecast, coming to you live from Hursted. Unlike normal, where we would pull out a ship and invite an org on board and do an interview for Meet the Org, we found an org that tried to eat the ship and then threatened to, well, do other things with us and our ship. So we thought this would be much safer. So we have established comms and a safe distance with the org and their leadership. So we'll give them a chance to speak about their org as normal from a safe blast distance, and once you get to know them and what they've brought to this meeting, you'll understand why we're in our nice little terrapin with the shields up and the armor closed and guns, lots of guns. So, Ms. Han, if you would, please introduce yourself and your org and your band of merry miscreants.
Hi, my name is Ann Slaughter. I lead the Chaos Gremlins, and with us today we have Viceroy Cab, and we have, I think that's the only Viceroy we have right now. Am I correct, Cab?
Yes.
Yeah, and the rest of them are just all a bunch of naughty little gremlins. We have Supra, we have Whodunit, we have Noodles, we have Rally, we have Null, we have Rebel, and we also have a few friends in our group who are just joining us for our regular race night.
Regular race night. So, Sam, when most people say regular race night, we think, bikes or dune buggies. Tell us what you've brought for your regular race night, because that doesn't look like a race car.
Well, the only thing regular about our race nights is the fact that the gremlins show up. One of our habits is we show up in mass. When we show up as a good group. I'll always have lots of engagement, but you're correct. Tonight we are doing tanks instead of Noxes. We've often done Noxes and Pulses. We've done hover bikes and dragonflies, and tonight we decided to go with tanks. So we have Storms and we have Novas. We also have some Ursas on the ground. I think there was a really tiny, small little thing, STV or something, Cap.
I haven't seen one of those, but I did see a couple Centurions or Ballistas.
That's right, I brought a Centurion. I don't know if there's a Ballista. Did someone bring a Ballista?
I did.
Well, there you go. So yeah, every Friday we try to get together and we just do racing.
Tanks. Tanks aren't known for speed, so why tanks?
Well, racing isn't just about speed. Sometimes racing is just about getting from point A to point B without dying, or seeing who can get there first. So we have something coming up soon called the Gremlin Games coming up in December, and we're going to have a smash up derby coming, which is going to involve people signing up to crash tanks and other ground vehicles. So I wanted to test it and see how hard it would be for these vehicles to crash. So that's what our racing is going to be about tonight.
That's right, sis. It's absolutely terrifying. And if you are looking at our radar right now, you will notice a very large ship that should not be here, because the UAE is not here. So, would you like to tell us what this very large ship is that should not be here?
I'm going to transfer that one over to the gremlin that's responsible for that, so they can explain the details, because I don't want to give away any trade secrets. So, Relly, that's up to you.
It is an Aegis Idris.
Why is it here, Relly?
Why is it here?
Just because I wanted to bring it.
Absolutely.
Right.
Sheer absolute boredom.
So the estimated crew components on this ship is between 100 and 600 according to the UAE. Should we guesstimate that they voluntarily left and are safely home with their families? That's a safe bet, correct?
Actually, most of them are still in the ship.
That's they're safe though.
They're just hanging out.
Yeah, I wouldn't ask anymore. I got to make an executive decision there and request that we not ask any more questions
Of course.
about the safety or health of the previous pilot and crew members of the
Pilot?
Idris.
I can't speak for the pilot.
And this, citizens, is the absolute beauty of getting to know every org in Stanton. So we have to ask, and thing about Gremlins is most of our questions don't really apply. How would you describe where your org fits? It's not paramilitary. It's not a mining organization. It's not. How would you describe your organization if it fit into a category?
Harbingers of chaos.
Yeah, I don't think that they make categories for people like us, and I think that's why we're such a success and we're growing so quickly and so successfully, because a lot of orgs are very strict about staying in their lane, and that's fine. They're welcome to do that, but when you stay in your lane too hard, somebody falls to the wayside. And what we've been doing is picking up those people that fall to the wayside that other orgs are foolishly casting out or saying aren't welcome, and we're saying, you know what, you fit with us. I don't care what your special quirk is, I don't care what's unique and snowflakey about you, you fit with us. And I haven't been wrong yet. So well, actually I was wrong once.
That's brilliant. So what is your recruitment tactics? How do you gather these individuals up? How do they get to know about you, and how do you weed through them?
We do a lot of personal vetting. We're very voice heavy, as you can tell. I like to talk to people directly before they get invited to the org. I mean, I do consider myself the boss, so I want to know who it is that I'm talking to, and I like to know what their needs are and what their skill sets are. I do a lot of that by socializing with them. I'll do operations with them. I try to have a personal conversation with them. If I can't have that, then I'll kind of attack them in chat and find ways to connect with them and just kind of feel their energy out. We're not looking in particular for pilots or for fighters or soldiers. We don't say, oh, that person has a skill, let's recruit them. What we look for are people that fit with our vibes. Get out of here. Someone's giving me the finger. Stop that. I don't even know who that is. We look for people who fit our vibe and can put up with us, and people that we're willing to put up with. So I look for people who are kind, I look for people who are helpful, and I look for people who need help and who need kindness. A lot of the people that I originally brought into the organization were people that were looking around, had questions that needed to be answered. I didn't necessarily have the answers, but we kind of agreed to find the answers together, and they needed something that I had, I needed something that they had, and we just brought it all together, and it just kept on growing from there. It's a family. I don't know if you know anything about gremlins, but they don't reproduce normally. So, yeah, we kind of decide who our family is. We're all related.
Somebody move the bloody truck off the bloody pad so I can get me little buggy out.
You can move
Someone
it.
move
Get
it.
inside of it.
I don't want to.
Uh-oh. I made the dumb decision of standing up inside my Nova. Ooh.
I'll mess my makeup up.
Oh, true. I did forget that. Kindly forget.
Okay, children, just give us a minute. Okay.
Oh no, this is
Still in an
beautiful.
interview.
We're loving this.
Yeah.
Well,
Did you have another question?
as we said, most of our questions don't really work for y'all. So
You can ask them, though. It'll be fun.
Ask me no questions, I tell you no lies. This is what the spider said to the flies.
well, so as you come up with things such as, again, the Idris,
No.
as y'all come up with
Hey, which one of these
more of
slides
these
is
large ships showing up,
equally hard? And does
you're
that
going to
make
come
one of
across
them work?
owners who would not like to relinquish their large ships, which means you're going to attract law enforcement attention. How do you deal with that?
On.
1 second. Speaking of law enforcement,
Uh-oh. They're not good.
Sorry.
When it comes to us dealing with law enforcement, might we recommend that you talk with our junior satellite repair technician, Rebel?
How do you deal with law enforcement, Rebel?
Run. If I'm faster than them, they can't catch me. I ain't running. I ain't staying around.
If there's no one around to witness you, did you really commit a crime? You know,
No.
like, it's a big system.
Whoa. What are you talking about? I'm an innocent merchant. I just go from planet to planet peddling my second-hand wares. Good quality armor with ventilation. I commit no crimes. How dare you?
Yeah, absolutely. What she said.
Everyone does.
Next question.
That's
Give me a minute.
the org. That's a pretty.
Right now, we're not really in a recruitment drive per se. We're always open to taking new people. We're not exclusive, so we don't mind people being affiliated with other organizations. We're completely cool with that. I think our biggest goals are goals inside the organization. Once someone joins us, I like to find out what their dream ship is, and we like to do big operations to make it so that they get their dream ship. We like to have everyone comfortably flying the ship that they wish to fly. One of our biggest problems is when we do an operation, people will say, what ship should I bring? What ship should I bring? And our answer, we always struggle every single time, like, what do you want to fly? What do you want to do today? What is the role that you want to play in this operation? So when it comes to goals, I would have to say, we just focus on helping people get good at what they want to be good at. So if somebody wants to be a pilot, we want to help them be a pilot. If somebody wants to do a certain kind of operation, you know, then we have them learn how to do that. That's all our goals are. We don't have lofty goals of taking over anything. We have some personal goals. You know, we would like to have a flying city in the future. We would like to have a couple of bases on the ground, but I mean, that doesn't feel very safe to me. We would like to make more friends, you know, but we're pretty happy with everything that we have and everything that's going on. So we just have personal goals. We don't have any big goals. We do have, like I said before, I keep on saying, the Gremlin Games coming up in December. And with that, our hope is to see a lot of other orgs get represented and start taking on the work of creating a more cohesive org-related community. But other than that, like, we don't have any lofty goals.
Also, plunder. We want loot, lots of loot.
That is one of the goals of us, yes, you're right.
That's right, citizens. Gremlins do like to shine, so. keep
Oh,
that in
yeah.
mind. As far as the Gremlin games, we have notified bad news. That's right, that is bad news that they need to be there to help us cover, because that is going to be very interesting and fun to watch. We're looking forward to that. So, that does make a good point. We have never known Gremlins to have too many very big lofty goals. They're kind of like clerks. It's whatever's directly in front of us. If we can't eat it and can't smash it,
I don't know if that was a compliment or not. Okay.
So, I mean, it's a very fun life. So, when do these races start, and is it an actual defined racetrack, or is it just...
It changes each week. Like, what we do is, okay, this started because I was wearing black and I got on a Nox and I looked damn good. And I thought to myself, how can I make it so that I look good once a week, every week? So I created the races, and then I realized it's also an opportunity for us to practice some skill sets, because while we are very much on gremlin time and organized in the way that you would expect gremlins to be organized, we are also very capable at the things that we are good at. And we do require practice, and the best way for gremlins to practice is by having fun. So we have races, and we've practiced, like I said before, the Noxes, we've practiced the Dragonflies, we've practiced ground vehicles, we've had a couple of tank battles before, you know, and so we'll sometimes go out to there's an icebreaker racetrack on Microtech. We've gone out there to the lake out there several times and just gone crazy. We've put flares down and had people take off from start to finish. We've tried having relays, different things. Tonight's race is going to start officially in about 20 minutes, but we'll probably start early because everyone's early for a change. That never happens, so we're going to take advantage of that. We're going to get these big vehicles trying to go over all of these pointy rocks that you see in between the Idris and the jump. and we're going to just have people just go for it. There's no set racetrack. Usually there is, but this time there are no obstacles besides what nature has put in our way, and I just want people to go crazy and just let me watch them see how they handle. I haven't seen a Storm or a Nova on the field before, and I would really like to see them. And I understand, like Cab said, we have a Ballista. I'd really like to see the Ballista going over those rocks and see how they handle too. Because by doing this, by having these kinds of races, it gives me a chance to judge who is really good at what, and to listen to the chatter and to see who wants to do what. You know what I mean? Like, it gives me a good eye in the sky on what's going on with the org and see how it's all going to perform when we actually have a serious operation to run.
It's an interesting point of view. Probably the first time we've heard an org leader say, we need to train a lot, but the best way to do it is have fun doing it. The paramilitary groups tend to just drill. Pirate
Right.
orgs ignore it. But this is the first time we've heard have fun.
Yeah. And I pray that it's not the last. I know that it seems like a unique idea what we're presenting, but I think that more orgs are going to start realizing there needs to be a fun aspect to it. And like I've said before, we're not exclusive, so I am completely okay if other orgs send their members to us to get a little bit of what I would call, in quotes, shore leave, so that they can have some fun and still get to practice. And don't be dirty about that, you guys. I heard someone snicker. Who snickered? Did someone snicker?
No, ma'am.
No.
You.
No, ma'am.
Anyway, you know what I meant. I didn't mean the naughty kind. You know what I mean? So it's more important to me that we have fun. If people want to do the military stuff, there are so many military-based orgs out there. They can join those. I am not exclusive. Go have fun. Do the thing that you like to do. But everyone, when they do that, they always seem to come back to us because we are kind of a family. So this is the place where they can let loose and they're still training, like you said.
Well, so here's a section here. If you had to speak to your supporters, what would you say? People who love this idea of go have fun, be wild, be crazy, push the boundaries. If you had to talk directly to them, what would you say?
I would tell them to take a chill pill. I would tell them to relax. I would tell them to make sure that they have lots of money in their wallet, lots of creds in their wallet. Be willing to cover the insurance for their org members. Be willing to pay for their org members' dreams, because every single time I invest in one of these players here, every single time one of these gremlins needs something and I pay it for them, I know that they're going to give that back to me. It's not out of obligation, they choose to. So when I ask them to show up for something, they show up. There are times when somebody's stuck in something, or when somebody's being grieved, or there are pirates going crazy, and we get our friends and we show up as a big group. That is how they pay it back. They're not forced to, they choose to. So if an org wants that kind of dedication and loyalty, they've got to be chill and they've got to be willing to invest those creds. That's why you have to be a loot goblin. That's why you have to have treasurers. We have a treasurer for every single operation that we do. We pay attention to that money stuff. You got to do it. You got to be willing to dish it out in order to receive it.
Interesting. So y'all take the financial part serious. It's not just run and gun and have fun. It's also keep account of your account.
Absolutely. Our accounts are very public. We have had some really great Vaughn runs and Eckert runs. We do everything we can to keep that above board. We're planning on doing Vaughns after this, and it was easy for people to choose who was going to be the leader for the Vaughns. The hard part was choosing the treasurer, because it is considered a serious job. Being the person to record all of the cargo, make sure that everyone gets a payout at the end, and make sure that the cargo gets sold at the right places. You have to know your stuff. We have a template that was made by my regent. My second in command is called a regent. His name is Error. And if I have a chance, I'd just say, kudos, Error, you're so awesome. And Error created for us a template, and everyone is able to use that template and record. Even when we do our Sunday salvage, which is so much more casual than doing a Vaughn operation, we still record everything that we can, because we want people to see where the money comes in and where it goes out, and we're completely above board with that. You would be surprised that Gremlins would do that, but we do that and we do it well. We goof around, but what we do well, we do really well.
That's absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
Because one would think Gremlins would just be, there's an explosion,
Exactly. I was just going to say, it's not a gremlin night until something blows up.
Look.
I'm not even making eye contact with that explosion. Don't even tell me what it was.
We're just having a little bit of target practice, that's all.
Okay, yeah, that looked like a tank run going on.
Yeah.
But if you had to talk to your detractors, the ones who are saying it's just too much, there's just too much going on, there's too much chaos, too much, what would you tell them?
Delegate, delegate, delegate. They have no idea how efficiently this org runs itself. I can be out of commission for a day or two, and these guys will still be able to pull everything off. They do not necessarily, in quotes, need me to run this org. We saw that even yesterday. They go and, like, you can come to my chat sometimes, and you see how many people are in here right now. They are almost always like that, consistently every weekend or whenever. What the heck is that big thing landing over there? I don't even want to
worry about it.
I'm not
worry
looking.
about it.
I'm turning around. I'm turning away. I don't see anything.
Server shop.
And then that's what it is. You just gotta just let the org run itself. Make sure that you have good people around you. Trust the process. Put your processes, like your template for the operations and treasury. Put those things into play. Have your rules. Have your policies. Know what you're about, and expect people to stick to it. When they don't, you give them a kick in the butt, and they will fall in line. And the org runs itself completely. Like, not completely. I mean, I do have a purpose. Don't try and vote me out, guys. Although, by the way, it's not a democracy, so there's no voting me out. Sorry, you're stuck with me. But mostly for the detractors, when they say it's too crazy and everything, it looks crazy on the outside, but we've got this. We have this down to a T. We know what we're doing. Just trust us. It's probably going to be fine. It's fine. It's probably fine.
Just never ask Rebels to fly a Pisces.
Yeah. See, we know our rules. We don't ask her to fly a Pisces. We know the rules. Just know.
Detractors will be devoured.
Right? Like, just come here and eat. Like we said earlier, who was that person that was saying, "Oh, I've got a crime stat. What do I do?" And we were like, "Oh, come over here. We'll help you. Totally fine." Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just keep it rising. Keep it rising. You know, cooking, bubbling, and when it gets to the right time, we'll sort that crime stat out for you.
Yeah, we'll take care of it.
Quick and simple.
Yeah.
Very quick and very simple.
Very painless too, unless we decide for TV. Anyway, I'm sorry. Next
I would
question.
like to contribute.
If I may, forecast. If I may, could I go down the list and ask?
Yes.
Supra, is there anything you would like to say about the guild or the org?
None in particular.
All right, done it. Do you want to say something?
Everyone that's here deserves to be here for a particular reason. They may not know it yet, but they've been accepted into a family.
Thank you, buddy. That was beautiful. Viceroy Cab.
You'd be surprised at how well all these really strong and extremely different personalities come together.
Noodles, do you want to say something and then I can translate it for you? Let's just wait 1 second, see if they respond. Five, four, three, two, one. Noodles said, "I was kidnapped days ago and have no idea what's happening." She's not wrong. That's
Noodles
true.
is new. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Relly, do you want to say something?
That's Rellington.
Yeah, I want to say I had nothing to do with what Noodles just said. And this is the place to be.
Deviant Nell, do you want to say something?
I kind of got kidnapped too. I don't know what's going on, but I'm having a blast.
Yeah, for sure. Harley, do you want to say something?
I've been playing this game for about a month. This is my first org, and absolutely fucking love it.
Thank you, honey. Rebel, do you want to say something?
China. Oh wait, no, wait. Shiny and Big Boom.
Which reminds me, fast forecast, speaking of Rebel, if I may also plug one of the other things that we have going on right now, we have a new division called Angels Wing, and Angels Wing is going to be a rescue organization within our organization that we're hosting, kind of, and they will be available to do rescues for people. People will just need to get onto our org or onto our Discord and be able to post that they need a request. The angels that are on will drop everything that they have and will go and rescue that person.
Just don't look in your backpack after we've rescued you.
You're being rescued. Kindly stop resisting.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. Don't check your wallet.
Well, of course, there may be a fee or donation.
No, nothing's required, but you know, you may miss something. It happens. Stuff gets lost.
Gremlins,
Things
It was
get
a crisis.
dropped.
Gremlins
Yeah.
are trinkets.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we'll call them, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just don't look too closely.
Yeah, don't count the money.
If you don't have trinkets, you may lose a finger. You know, something. I'm gonna
That
look
big
up.
ship is coming way too close.
Which
Back
one?
that up.
No
Which
such
one?
thing.
Wait, which one?
Back that up a little. Come on now, you're making me nervous. There's a big ship out the window, and I'm like in a nightgown, I think. Oh, I'm not even in a nightgown. Nightgowns are
You're
for
not.
losers.
You're straight up naked.
Yeah, it's awesome. I did my interview naked. It's great.
Nikki.
That's great.
Another first.
Yay.
Welcome to the Gremlins, where our leader can't find pants.
Can't find my pants. Jesus, you guys. Fucking love you
Alright,
guys.
ladies and gentlemen, we're of course going to stick around.
And now everyone's coming to the window. Get out of here, you little pervs.
We're of course
Okay.
going to cover the race, but
Yeah.
that's going to conclude the interview part of this.
Yeah.
Again, if you will go through both the board name and the rescue name and where we can find your Discord so that they can hunt you down if they want a chance to apply, by all means.
We don't have an official website at this point, but we can be found on, I think, Spectrum as Chaos Gremlins. And our RSI website, give me 1 second here, is robertspaceindustries.com/orgs/chaosgrems. So you can apply for a membership there and learn about us. And for the Discord, I don't know if it's public or not, but I think you have to be invited. And I think that it's going to stay that way just because this is a place for these people to feel comfortable, and I'm not going to have that put at risk. I do a lot to protect these guys. I'm not going to have just a public Discord. So if people want to get on, they have to find myself, Ann Slaughter, that's Ann_Slaughter. My regent is Error405. Cab, what's Cab's in-game name here?
Tab X1.
Cab X1, and then other people would be Relly949. Rebel, how do you say your name in-game?
Rebel Angel.
Rebel Angel, there's no underscore in that, right?
I think there is an underscore.
Okay.
No,
Isn't there?
I don't think so.
So if you look us up on the RSI website, you can find us, and that's the best way to get invited to one of our operations or to ask us any questions about the
Okay,
org.
so it goes,
Of course, we don't know our own in-game names.
All right.
Why would we?
And that will do it for this evening's Fast Forecast. We thank you for tuning in, and that was the Chaos Gremlins. From all of us here at Fast Forecast, we wish you and yours fair winds and following seas.
Oh, yeah. 'Cause I'm a weatherman. Oh, my, thunder strike. Right out the storm, I'm the weather.